Future ain't known to be on none of this, what this bullshit that we on.
Future might finally be ready to react, at least that's what fans are whispering. With Young Thug's leaked jail calls dragging Atlanta rappers into the snitching scandal, all eyes turn to Future. And now the big question is spreading fast. Is he about to break his silence after Thug allegedly put his name in the middle of it all? In one of the leaked calls, Thug vented to 21 Savage about rappers who had cut off Gunna after his plea deal. He told Savage that forgiving Gunna would disrespect the ones who already iced him out. That didn't just expose tension. It pulled Future into a scandal he had no part in.
There's only one person left that Young Thug can diss at this point, and that's Future. Because literally every day we hear a new call where he's burning another bridge with an artist he's collaborated with.
Fans saw it as Thug painting him as a gatekeeper, enforcing the code harder than anyone. The reactions were instant. On X, someone warned, "The worst thing that could happen to Young Thug is if a leak audio of him dissing Future came out." Another post compared it to a national disaster. When they dropped that Young Thug call about Future, gonna feel like when the second tower got hit. The internet wasn't just shocked, it was bracing for impact. That's why people immediately wondered if Future would react. He's not the type to address drama directly, but this was different. His name wasn't just mentioned, it was dragged into a conversation about who's real and who's fake. Even if he stays quiet, the association alone carries weight, and that's why whispers of a response picked up steam. As you guys know, Future and Thug have been allies and rivals at the same time. They've delivered Atlanta classics together, but there's always been quiet tension about who really shaped Trap's blueprint. So when Thug's voice dropped Future's name in a jailhouse call, fans didn't hear it as random. They heard it as intentional. Future's supporters quickly rushed to defend him, pointing out that he's never been tied to these kinds of scandals. And then YSL Woody, a name already wrapped in the case, stepped in. On live stream, Woody said Future has never been part of the dirt they're dealing with.
Future is known to be about his paper, and if you can see, Future don't have nothing but hope problems, cause that's what he do. He gonna run through them. He gonna, you know what I mean, give Future credit when they do.
According to Woody, the only real problems Future ever has are with women, because that's his lifestyle. He stressed that Future stays locked in and deserves credit for that. That statement hit the internet like a grenade. Woody didn't have to say anything, but he defended Future directly. Coming from someone in the middle of the fire, it carried weight. Fans clipped it, reposted it, and turned Woody into the unexpected shield for Future's name. It made people wonder, was he just speaking on his own, or was he echoing a bigger message from inside YSL? Now here's where it gets messy. Gunna's loyalty is questioned daily. Other names keep popping up in the leaks. And instead of unity, Atlanta feels fractured. Crews that once moved like family now look divided, each protecting their own. Through all of this, Future hasn't spoken. But between his reputation and Woody's defense, his position is obvious. He's not letting himself get dragged into the mud. That silence is its own statement. Because in Atlanta, silence can mean loyalty, or it can mean war. If Future is done standing beside Thug, the balance of power could change completely. He's one of the few artists with respect across every corner of the city. If he steps away, it shows that even street loyalty has limits when reputations are on the line. So now everyone's asking, was Future really about to respond to Thug's accusations, or are fans just fueling the fire? With Woody defending him so strongly, is Future untouchable in this scandal, or are we watching the start of Atlanta's biggest fallout yet?
The Vaughn story just keeps getting messier since we now got new footage showing Vaughn's girl cheating on him before his death. Recent clips and reports are fueling rumors that King Vaughn's girlfriend was unfaithful in the weeks leading up to his tragic death. So Vaughn's sister, Kayla B, recently spoke out, saying Vaughn never actually loved his former girlfriend Asian Doll. According to her, he was using the relationship for clout, and the relationship itself was full of trust issues. Rumors about cheating and potential setups have circulated online, suggesting the relationship may have indirectly played a role in the events leading to his death. Asian Doll confirmed that by October 2020, just a few weeks before Vaughn's passing, they had broken up, but they were still in contact. That only adds more gray area to what really went down. Social media has been flooded with speculation, accusing various women of infidelity and stirring drama after Vaughn's death, but nothing has been definitively confirmed. And while this sounds scandalous, it's worth remembering a lot of this is still speculation amplified by online hype. 600 Breezy recently spoke on No Jumper about the whole situation, breaking down what he knows from the streets. He admitted that Vaughn's conflicts, especially the ones involving Youngboy, were heavily tied to women. According to Breezy, it wasn't about street beefs or gang politics at first. It started with one girl. He explained that that Vaughn was caught in a back and forth with YoungBoy, with messages escalating from one woman allegedly involved with both rappers. Breezy says this chain of events might have snowballed into something much bigger than anyone anticipated. He also highlighted Vaughn's mindset, portraying him as a strategist who understood the attention a beef could bring. Breezy suggests Vaughn knew how to play the streets and the rap game, showing off his real gangster credentials. But even with that awareness, emotions and personal relationships, especially with women, could still have fueled dangerous outcomes. Breezy even points out that social dynamics in cities like Chicago and Savannah mean these conflicts rarely end. They echo through crews, fans, and even entire communities. Adding to the mix, Vaughn's sister Kayla reportedly got into a confrontation with one of the women allegedly connected to this drama, showing how tensions didn't die down after his death. And while the focus is often on Asian Doll, Breezy mentioned another woman, C Blue, who seems to have been at the center of the original messages that escalated the conflict between Vaughn and YoungBoy.
Some chick named C Blue that both of them was smashing, and if you know, you know. But it's a chick, I think it's C Blue, but her name is Blue Song.
What makes this story so hard to untangle is that it mixes street realities, social media exaggerations, and personal vendettas. Breezy cautioned against oversimplifying it. These aren't just celebrity rumors. They're lives intertwined with dangerous street politics, personal grudges, and the volatile nature of relationships under the public eye. Even now, years later, Vaughn's story resonates in Chicago and beyond. Fans, friends, and adversaries all keep the memory alive, and every new clip or post has the potential to reignite debates. Whether or not infidelity was a direct factor in his death, it's clear that women, relationships, and trust, or the lack thereof, played a role in shaping the narrative around his life and passing. Rumors of cheating might never be fully confirmed, but they give us a glimpse into the complicated web of relationships and rivalries Vaughn navigated.